Okay, so you know how we're always talking about cutting through all the noise out there and getting right to the good stuff? Well, today we're doing a deep dive into something I think a lot of you are going to find super relevant, especially if you've ever dipped your toes into the world of uh, making money online.
Yeah, and you guys have sent in some really interesting material this time around. We're talking about affiliate marketing.
And not just like the basics, like we're going beyond those make money quick schemes you see all over the place. We're going to take a look at why some of the old school methods just aren't cutting it anymore.
Right, they're not as effective as they used to be, for sure.
And then we're going to dig into this newer model that's generating a lot of buzz.
It's called hub-centric, and it's really more about building something valuable rather than just trying to make a quick buck.
Exactly. So consider this your crash course on what's changed and what's working in the affiliate marketing game right now.
And the sources you sent are great because they cover a lot of ground. We've got some personal stories mixed in with the overview of this whole hub-centric system.
Which is perfect because we can get into the nitty-gritty and really see what's what.
Our mission, if you will, is to lay it all out for you. Like, how did affiliate marketing get to where it is now? Why are those old methods falling apart? And what's the deal with this hub-centric thing anyway?
So let's jump right in. Let's talk about the first approach to affiliate marketing, the one that most people probably start with. You know, it's pretty basic. You grab your affiliate link, you blast it out to as many people as you can and hope someone clicks and buys, right?
Right.
But the stuff you sent in really shows why this just isn't a sustainable way to go about it.
Yeah, it can be pretty discouraging.
Big time. And the big takeaway here for you listening is that just throwing links around without actually offering something of value is a recipe for losing money, plain and simple.
Yeah, and it's all about the numbers. I mean, let's say you put down $1,000 on some ads, right? And let's be generous and say those ads get you 1,000 clicks to your affiliate link. Now, if you're lucky, you might see a 1% conversion rate.
1%.
1%. And that's being optimistic, honestly, because a lot of times with cold traffic, it's way lower than that. So you're looking at maybe 10 sales if you're lucky.
And let's say you're getting a $50 commission for each of those sales.
You made $500.
You spent 1,000, brought in 500. Not good.
Right. Not good at all. It's a numbers game, but the odds are stacked against you from the start.
Because you're not building any kind of connection with the customer. You're not giving them a reason to choose you over anyone else. You're just another link in a sea of links.
Exactly. And that's what the sources really highlight. You haven't offered anything unique, haven't built any trust. It's just a transaction, a cold transaction at that. And people online these days, they want more than that.
So much more. They can sniff out a sales pitch a mile away.
They can, and they do.
So let's say you realize this whole just posting links thing isn't working. The next step that a lot of folks try is building an email list. You know, the money's in the list, that's what they say.
Yeah.
So you create a landing page, get people to hand over their email addresses before you send them off to that affiliate offer. Seems smart, right?
It does on the surface, yeah. You're building an asset, something you own.
So let's stick with that $1,000 ad spend example.
Mm-hmm.
You get 1,000 visitors to your landing page.
And let's say you've got a really good landing page, so you get a 20% opt-in rate. Not bad at all.
So that's 200 email addresses.
200 people who have said, hey, I'm interested in what you have to offer. You then send those 200 people to that same affiliate offer. And with that same 1% conversion rate, you end up with 2 sales.
2 sales at $50 each, that's $100.
So you're still down $900.
Ouch.
But you do have a list of 200 people now.
And the thinking is you can keep marketing to them.
But as your sources emphasize, you got to be careful about just hammering that list with offer after offer after offer.
Because that's when people start tuning you out, right?
Exactly. Your open rates plummet, people hit that unsubscribe button, they might even report you as spam.
And then you're basically paying to maintain a list of people who are actively ignoring you.
It's like shouting into the void.
And we've all been on the receiving end of that, haven't we? That overflowing inbox full of promotions we don't even bother opening. It's annoying, and it just doesn't work in the long run.
It doesn't, and that's a key insight here. Building a list is only valuable if you're actually giving those people something valuable in return, not just bombarding them with sales pitches.
Okay, so we've seen why just posting links is a bad idea and why just blasting your email list with offers is a bad idea. So where do we go from here? This is where the hub-centric model comes in.
And it really is a different way of thinking about affiliate marketing.
So how does it work?
Well, you still start by building an email list, right? Often by offering a lead magnet, something valuable that people are willing to give you their email address for.
Right.
But instead of immediately sending them off to that main affiliate product, you introduce what's called a wrapper offer.
Wrapper offer. Okay, I'm intrigued. What is that exactly?
Basically, it's a way to pre-frame the main offer, set expectations, and build a little bit of anticipation. But the really important part is that it involves giving even more value, like exclusive bonuses, helpful resources, things that make the overall offer much more appealing.
I see. So it's like sweetening the deal before you even get to the main course.
Exactly. And the sources say this can make a huge difference in your conversion rates. Instead of that measly 1%, you might see 10, 20, even 30% of people taking you up on the offer.
Yeah. Let's go back to our numbers then. Same 1,000 visitors, same 20% opt-in rate, 200 email addresses. But now, let's say this wrapper offer helps you achieve a 20% conversion rate.
That's 40 sales.
40 sales at $50 each. That's $2,000.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. But this hub-centric thing, it doesn't stop there, does it?
It doesn't. That initial sale, that's just the beginning. The real key to this model is what happens next with those 200 people on your email list. Instead of sending them constant sales pitches, you invite them to join your hub.
The hub. Okay, so what is this hub exactly? It sounds like it's more than just a website.
It is. It's like a central online space where your audience can access a whole bunch of valuable stuff like in-depth courses, programs, curated resources. It might even have a community aspect where people can connect with each other, maybe their collaborations, even live events.
So it's like a one-stop shop for everything related to that niche.
Exactly. You're building a real destination, something that people actually want to spend time in. You're not just a middleman for someone else's product anymore. You're creating your own valuable ecosystem.
And that's what sets this apart from the old way of doing things.
Right. It's a shift from just being transactional to actually providing real value.
And the sources actually give a really good real-world example of this with Credit Karma. Everyone knows Credit Karma. They don't just push credit cards. They offer all sorts of tools and resources, credit score monitoring, loan comparisons, even educational content. They've built a whole platform around personal finance.
And it's a platform that people trust. They go there for information and help. And when they do need a credit card or a loan, they're much more likely to consider the offers presented within that trusted environment.
It's like they've become the go-to resource for anything related to personal finance.
Exactly. They're not just selling, they're serving. And that's the power of the hub-centric model.
So one of the sources talks about the creator of this system, a guy named Vic. And they mentioned that he created this system because he saw so many people struggling to put all the pieces together for a successful online business.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming, right? Trying to figure out all the tech, the marketing, the content creation.
Totally. And this system seems like it simplifies things. It gives you a framework to follow.
And it's designed to be actionable. The source mentions that the person who shared the system with us was able to get their own hub up and running in less than a week using Vic's framework.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is. And for anyone listening who's interested in learning more about this, the source points to independentvisionary.com. There's a webinar coming up with Vic himself, if there's still space available.
So if you want to get the inside scoop on this whole hub-centric thing, that's where to go.
You'll get to hear from the guy who created it and see how you can apply it to your own niche and your own goals.
Awesome. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. We started with the old school way of doing affiliate marketing, just posting links and hoping for the best. We saw why that doesn't really work anymore.
Yeah, it's a losing game.
Then we looked at the list building approach, which is a step in the right direction, but it can still be frustrating if you're not careful.
Especially if you're just bombarding people with offers all the time.
Exactly. And then we dug into this hub-centric model, which really flips the script. Instead of just trying to make a quick sale, you're building something valuable, something that people genuinely want to be a part of.
You're becoming a resource, a trusted authority.
And that's what sets you apart in the long run.
It's a more sustainable way to build an online business, that's for sure.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Like, what are the online spaces that you personally find valuable? What keeps you coming back?
What makes them stand out from the crowd?
Chances are, it's not because they're constantly trying to sell you something. It's because they're offering something more, something that genuinely helps you or entertains you or connects you with others.
It's about building real value.
So how can you apply that thinking to your own work, your own projects, your own online presence?
Whether you're doing affiliate marketing or something else entirely.
It's something to think about.
It is.
All right, well, on that note, we'll wrap things up here.
Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to The Deep Dive. We'll catch you on the next one.
See you.